A year-long dispute over election control is settled, at least for now. Jacob Luthi is in studio now with what this means for voters in the Valley. Jacob.
Yeah, Mark, Christina, today an appeals court ruled the board can keep oversight of key election duties that had been returned to Recorder Justin Heap, at least for this year's elections. Now, this dispute between them has been playing out for more than a year. Let's take a look. It began last summer when Recorder Justin Heap sued the board, arguing a deal made with his predecessor illegally took election responsibilities away from his office. Now, a Superior Court judge sided with Heap in April, ordering the board to return election control and its IT systems and servers and databases back to Justin Heap. Now, the board appealed this ruling, requesting a stay, warning that changing election operations so close to an election could create confusion both for election staff as well as voters. And finally, today, the Court of Appeals agreed to pause that ruling, allowing the board to keep control of those duties, again, for now, just days before early voting set to begin.
We're going to ensure that the person in charge of election is our elections director, not the county recorder.
In a 2-1 ruling, the Arizona Court of Appeals has hit pause on a lower court ruling that would have shifted control of Maricopa County election operations back to Recorder Justin Heap, citing the Purcell principle, which warns against major election changes too close to voting. The court says the order could create confusion for voters and disrupt election administration. The court saying the ongoing dispute, quote, is a live conflict hurtling towards real-world consequences and elections about to begin.
It pretty much puts a hold on any type of major changes and says, hey, conduct the 2026 election as you normally would and take on your responsibilities and ensure that voters can vote with confidence.
For now, the Board of Supervisors will keep control of key duties, including ballot custody and tabulation, as the county prepares for the July primary. Recorder Heap declined our request for an interview, but said in a statement, the ruling was not unexpected, and that his office remains confident the courts will ultimately return those election responsibilities to the recorder. Meanwhile, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, which represents both parties, also weighed in on Thursday's decision.
I'm hopeful that the two sides can come together and work together for, the good of the people, so that we have an election that is, soundly run.
Thursday's ruling marks the latest chapter in a heated feud between county officials, one filled with legal threats, contempt claims, and sharp accusations. Now Recorder Heap says he'll ask the Arizona Supreme Court to step in immediately.
But how do you make sure that the relationship between the Board of Supervisors and the Recorder's office gets healed?
We continue to extend an invite to the Recorder staff and the County Recorder, Justin Heap. We continue to send an invite to Recorder Justin Heap, inviting him to come to the table. Let's negotiate as we move forward.
Now, last week, we brought you this surveillance video raising questions about the removal of election equipment from the Maricopa County's tabulation center by Recorder's office employees. Today, County Attorney Rachel Mitchell named former Pinal County Attorney Kent Volkmer to investigate